Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please introduce yourselves in the comments. I want to know you, I want to meet you. What part of the world are you watching from? And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys are amazing. Your incredible love and support. I see you. Thank you for joining in. Please do not forget to introduce yourselves in the comments, like this video, and also do well to share this video with your friends and your loved ones. In case you're seeing me for the first time, let me go ahead and introduce myself while you guys introduce yourselves. My name is Mariam. I'm a wife, a mom, a student. I'm based here in California. I'm a fashion designer. Yes, these are some of my accessories. So head over to my website, www.chassiseverything.com. As you can see it displayed on the screen. So yes, do not forget to introduce yourselves. Today we're discussing something very important. I don't know if you've seen the thumbnail already. Today we're discussing how to starve your distractions. How to starve your distractions. And why is it important that we starve our distractions? When you have goals and there's something distracting you from getting to your destination, from achieving your goals, today we're discussing how to starve that distraction to help you achieve your goals. Thank you, Joseph Akinyele. Or from West Africa, of course. I'm from Nigeria now, of course. Now from the name I could tell. Thank you for joining in. You guys are amazing. Do not forget to let me know where you're watching from, like this video, and also do well to share. Yes, and I also, as usual, I come here live every Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Typically, my channel is about grants for small businesses. So if you're looking for, grants for your small business, for nonprofits, if you have a nonprofit organization, you can also get grants. And when I say grants, I mean free money that you don't have to pay back. So that's what my content is typically about. But on Sundays like this, we come here to, talk about different topics, motivation. We just try to help each other grow and become a better version of who we were yesterday. It's all about becoming a better version of yourself every single day. So yes, today we're discussing how to starve your distractions. Yes, and I'll start by asking you this question: how often do you give in to your distractions? And I'll give you a typical example. Let's assume that you plan to read for maybe 2 hours every day, and when it's time for you to read, you find yourself scrolling through your phone. You're distracted. So it's time, and you find out you don't, achieve your set goals for yourself. So it's time for you to do something about those things that distract you and starve your distraction and then feed your focus. So today we're discussing how to, so when I say starve your distractions, we're literally saying how to feed your focus. So today we're discussing how to feed your focus and starve your distractions. Yes, if that makes sense. If you understand what I mean, please leave a yes in the comments. Say, type yes or type I understand. So yes, I know this happens to me, pretty much all of us. Yeah. We start the day, we're ready to tackle everything, and then all of a sudden we're digressing. We're moving, we're drifting away from that goal. Maybe you're trying to lose weight and somehow you find yourself in parties, and then you're seeing this brocotor, this pies, all kinds of carbs, things that will actually make you fatter and drive you away or take you farther away from losing your weight, losing that weight that you really want to lose. So today we want to talk about how to stop your distractions. That is a distraction. How do you get to a point where you ignore that distraction, you starve it? How do you get to that point where you are now in control? That's what I say. The moment you're unable to control yourself, you have lost that control. That thing is now in control of you. Yes, whether you like it or not is the truth. If you, let's assume you say, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds or 20 kg this month or in the next 2-3 months, and in the next 3 months you've added 50. What have you done? You have just fed giving into your distractions. So how do we actually learn how do we learn to starve our distractions? Yes, and take back the power. Because if you're unable to do that, that thing has power over you. Like I mentioned earlier, that thing actually has control over you. See, there are certain things you want to do, and you don't want to do it. You're distracted. You just want to relax. You just want to, go the easy way. But see, what exactly distracts you? Let's start from there. What exactly distracts you? Yeah. So the truth is, success is actually contingent upon working consistently. in whatever you do, whether your studies or your business. What is that thing that you need to feed your focus on? I mean, what is that thing that you need to really feed, give into for, I mean, to become what you want to be, or to get to the goal, to achieve your goals? What is that thing you need to feed, and what is that thing you need to stop feeding? In simple terms, and I hope you understand what I mean. In simple terms, what is that thing that you're not supposed to be feeding with your time? And that's what we're discussing in today's topic. So yeah, first thing I would say is to feed your focus, because your attention actually provides nourishment, and that is exactly where your power is. Yeah. What you give attention will become successful. That thing that you give your time to will be successful. I mean, you can sit down and watch movies from morning till night and not do anything with yourself, and then you become a professional watcher and you get nothing out of it. Or you can either choose that, or you choose to focus on your goals. You have assignments, you have tests. You choose one of the two. I remember when I was in grad school, there are no excuses. There's no excuse. You will fail. You will fail. There's no story. There's no abeg, sir. There's nothing like that. This is United States. Hey, sure you didn't whine me. So you need to strike a balance between the two. You have to choose one. You either choose that which you're focused on, your goals. You either choose to feed your goals, which is to focus on your goals, or you focus on those things that distract you and fail. When you feed your distractions, you will fail. But when you starve your distractions, you will win. So the moment you remember that, and you have to constantly remind yourself of that, that hey, this is what I need to be focusing on. This is not what I need to be focusing on. When you get it right, trust me, you're already halfway there. You're already halfway there. You don't need a soothsayer to even tell you, because right now you already know what your problem is, and you know how well to avoid it. So identifying that distraction is very, very important. The moment you know that, okay, this thing is something that distracts me all the time, make a conscious effort to starve that distraction. For some, it can be Instagram. When you go on Instagram and you tell yourself, I'm going to spend just 2 minutes on this Instagram, you end up spending 2 hours on Instagram. So you need to identify what are your distractions, so that when you find yourself drifting towards your distractions, you are making a conscious effort right away to stop it. You're making a conscious effort immediately to stop it. So yes, you need to be able to feed your focus. Yeah, because what receives your attention actually determine your success. So if you actually want your business to thrive, then you have to make it a priority. It may not actually be your top priority, but it should be near the top of the list. So instead of giving in to distractions, just learn to feed your focus for the sake of your success. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing 5 ways to actually feed your focus. Number one is to prioritize what is important for you at this point in time. If it's your business, you got into business to be your own boss and to earn more money. So for you to make this a reality, you have to make that business your priority. Everything you learn has to be, I mean, pretty much most of the things you learn has to, be in line with your business, something that will help your business grow. Whether you're learning about CRM, or you're learning how to, graphic design, or you're learning how to run ads, or you're learning how to just, run your business more effectively. So if you want to really achieve your goals and lead a great business for yourself, then you have to make it a daily priority. You have to work on it daily, constantly. You don't leave it, because what you leave, what you don't feed, you starve it. So you have to consistently, it's a daily thing. You want to be successful, you have to daily work towards success. Daily, every day. If there are things that you need to do away with, then by all means do away with it. If there are things that this, when you engage in this activity, it doesn't add value to your life, so why should you keep doing it? So these are things that you need to do. These are questions you need to ask yourself. Okay, when I do this thing, when you're about to get back into the zone of your distractions. Ask yourself, is this thing really adding value to my life? Is it helping me cross the hurdle? Is it helping me get to the next level? If it's not, then leave it. Leave it. Some people actually have to get to that point. Hey, cover me, kitty. Thank you, sis. Thank you for joining in. Some people actually need to get to that point where they actually, have to tell themselves the truth and nothing but the truth. Just tell yourself, hey, I no longer will feed what is distracting me. So you stay away from it. See, success is a lonely road. The road to success is very lonely. You'll be on your own for the most part. I'm telling you, because, you know, there are lots of things that would try to stop you along the way. But you have to make it a conscious effort to see to it that you get to that, to that, what's it called? To that destination. Yeah. So first thing I will tell you is to create a routine, because the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. So these are the habits that you do unconsciously every day, from getting dressed to taking care of the kids, the family. What are those things that are embedded in your daily routine? Reading, studying. What exactly do you have embedded in your daily routine? If you've been having, and you have to be conscious of this, you have to make conscious efforts to make this happen. If you have been adding screen time, maybe watching TV, maybe it's time for you to cut it off completely or minimize it to the bare, cut it down to the barest minimum. So you need to consciously make that effort, to ensure that you're constantly focusing and feeding your strength, feeding your focus, and starving your distractions. So what are you doing? What are the things that you're doing daily? What are those things that are embedded in your daily routine, like I mentioned earlier? So is it workout? Is it napping? Is it your daily water intake? Do you have a goal to maybe take 3 liters? If you have a goal to maybe take 2 or 3 liters of water every day, then you will constantly make sure that you have your water in front of you always, and replace every kind of fizzy drink with water. And then you can get something big, something big, so that by the time you're done with the first portion, you know that, okay, I'm done with 1 liter for the day, as opposed to taking very little pack of water. So what are the things that you are doing constantly every day that is driving you towards your goal? Make sure that it's all embedded in your daily routine. So if there's anything that is not contributing to your success and you find yourself doing it daily, remove it. Take it out. Success is an intentional journey. It doesn't just fall on anybody's laps. It's something that you do consciously. It's a conscious effort. You cannot even pray your way to it. Even the Bible says work and pray. You work and pray. You don't just pray and sit down. No. So the things that you do every day, bit by bit, add to your success in life or failure, as the case, depending on what it is. So, like I said, create a routine. I know it can be challenging in the beginning. You're like, but guess what? It takes determination and motivation to remember to do those activities that you want to make a part of your daily routine. So I'll advise you to write it down. Write it out. Write it out. See, when you write it out, you're able to tick, oh, okay, as opposed to just having it in your head. You can say, oh, okay, I achieved this today, I achieved this, okay, I'll carry this over to tomorrow. You're able to reconcile what exactly you have planned to do and what you are yet to do. So you match the two and figure out what is actually still pending. So that's one amazing way to start creating a routine. See, after a few weeks of doing the same thing, you find it much easier to make them a part of your life. Before long, you would wonder why it actually took you so long to make it a part of your daily routine in the first place. So the whole idea is for you to start. Create a routine for yourself. Create a routine that works, that helps you to achieve your goals. Now, the next point here is to set ambitious and achievable goals. Yeah. And like I always say, dream big, it costs no time, but remember to work hard because your goals actually keep you motivated to stay on track. They give you something to actually aim for, as you journey towards success. So, part of feeding your focus is focusing attention on your goals. I was telling someone this morning in church that I'm shooting 25 videos this weekend, and she was like, how? I said, I mean, I have to do it. It's the goal, my goal for this weekend. And I have to do it. Last weekend I did 23 videos. These are my goals. So I mean, depending on where you're going, on how important your goals are, you do it. You do it without blinking. And like I said, when you create a routine for yourself, it becomes easier with time. And then you start to ask yourself, why didn't I even start doing this thing a long time ago? So like I said, set ambitious goal. Set ambitious and achievable goals. One mistake is that a lot of people do not set goals. Yeah, they have a vague idea. Like I said, you may have a mental picture of what you want to do, but I mean, write it down. Write it down. Some people have a vague idea, but they haven't actually sat down for a moment to figure out how they make it happen. And they have not even created a plan. How do you plan to make it happen? So right now, I have exceeded my goals for okay, well, this is a new month. I've exceeded my goals for last month. I've exceeded it already. So out of 40, I was supposed to do 40, but I ended up doing 54. So you see, when you set those goals, sometimes you have some buffer in between and you're able to use it to your advantage. So like I said, one mistake a lot of people make is that they don't set goals. They may have a vague idea, but they don't write it down. They haven't sat down to actually figure out how they'll make it happen. They haven't created a plan. So when you are planning, it's during that planning process that you're able to outline the work involved in making your goals a reality. Because see, truth be told is when you start writing down your goals, the things that you've conceived in your mind, other ideas start to set in. You're like, oh, okay, yes, something else I can. But imagine, what if you haven't taken the time to start writing them down? If you don't write them down, you're just gonna, you'll be slacking. Yeah, that's what I call laxity. You would slack. And if you really want to win, and that's why you need to surround yourself with positive people, with go-getters, with ambitious people. Because when you see them moving, they're not moving at a snail speed. They are flying. They have left you behind. Your brain will start to work. So you need to, also surround yourself with like-minded go-getters and achievers, dreamers and achievers. I'm telling you. So like I said, it's during your planning process that, you see the work involved when you're outlining the work involved. And actually making your goals, your dreams a reality. That is when you find out that, oh, there are other things that you can actually do. Other things that actually, they can actually make that plan better. So what do you need to do to achieve what you want to achieve? You write it down. It all starts by doing a power hour every day. So the first thing is for you to set your goals so that you know where you're going. And then you have to make that a top priority. So the next thing I would say is to reconnect with your why. Why? Why? When all else fails, when you stop getting motivated, tap into your why. Why did you start? I know a lot of people actually operate from an emotional point of view. Yeah, a lot of people do that. But you know that we have to work on our goals to succeed. So no matter how we try to resist, if you don't work towards it, this space will always be there. It's like living in diaspora, for instance. If you don't clean your house, nobody will clean it for you, except maybe if you hire someone. But if you do not, you will still have to clean it. It will wait for you. That's exactly how our goals are. When we set goals, and we fail to work towards those goals, it will always, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody will do it for you. Sorry. That's one interesting part of adulthood. Sorry, 1 second. You know, and like I said, it's so easy to become distracted. Yeah, because we can actually rationalize our actions. A lot of people will put things off till tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. Why don't you do it now? Why don't you do it now? Do the hard part now. You see, every single time I go to shoot my videos, I do a lot of pep talk, even at this stage that I am in my life. Despite the fact that I've done it so many times. There are so many a lot of pep talks. But of course, I know that I'm not going to sleep if I don't do it. I know. And I will not sleep until I do it. I was telling someone today, today in church, that I made 4 dresses in one day. And the person was like, how? How did you do it? Was it 12 hours? Did you spend 15 hours? How? And I said, okay, one thing about me is I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. Once I set the goal, I don't stop until I'm done. And I don't know if there are many people like that. So you need to be able to set your goals, and definitely follow through. Like I said, reconnect with your why. Why is your reason for doing things? Yeah. Why do you want to achieve success? Reconnect with your why. And then you will find that ginger again. You find that passion again. And then you start to feed your focus. There's nothing like feeding your focus. There's nothing like it. So when you begin to experience procrastination, or when procrastination starts to rear out its ugly head, you're able to think about your why. You're like, no, 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 no. I've come too far to stop. I've come too far to give up. I've come too far to quit. I've come too far to sleep. I've come too far to be slacking. And that's why you need to constantly keep a reminder of your why near your workspace. Why are you doing this? So make it a point to look at this reminder every day, especially on days that you're tempted to give up. Days that you don't feel like it. You don't have to feel like it. You don't have to see. You don't have to feel like it to do it. And that's one thing you need to realize on time. The fact that you don't need to feel like it. In fact, it's when you don't feel like it that you should actually do it the most. And there are people who call to find a second opinion. They don't want to do something and they just want you to, validate it. They come, they call you on the phone and they ask you, see, it's actually raining. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work out. What do you think? That's when I say, go. You're looking for someone to, you're looking for an accomplice, someone that would back you up, back you up by saying don't go. Go. That's actually the time you should go. When procrastination, when you're when you're experiencing procrastination, or when it's setting in, the human mind is kind of weak. So one has to be very careful. And that's why the Bible says, flee from all appearances of evil. You cannot say, oh, I'm strong now. I'm strong. Your body, can fail you. That's why you just run away from anything that would tempt you or distract you. So maybe you need to do something and get it over with, but then you feel like, let me just go and have some fun before I do. No, do the hard part now. Like my principal used to say when I was back in high school, we call it secondary school. She would say in my language, she would say, "Tete jaye ko ma ba jekpe, ma tete jaye ko ba jekpe." It means, do not enjoy now. Delay gratification is better. Delayed gratification is better. Don't enjoy now. Suffer now and enjoy later. It's better than enjoying now and suffering later. So choose your own choose your own battles wisely. So it's better you face the hard parts now. Face the hard parts now. I'm telling you, face it now and enjoy later. You see, when you're in school and everything is getting tough, like the saying, when the goal gets tough, the tough gets going. When it's getting tough, what do you tell yourself? You don't quit. You don't quit because it becomes harder to get back. Don't quit. Don't take a break. When you start taking breaks, except when it's very necessary, maybe life threatening, or you have a life event that happened for you, you know. But other than that, I'll advise just keep pushing on. Keep pushing on. Keep your eye on the prize. Today we celebrate major basketball players, tennis players, we celebrate Serena Williams. And that's because she refused to feed her distractions. And that's because Serena Williams focused on her goals. I watched the documentary and I found out Serena Williams practices 8 hours a day, every day, to win all the championship or champions, whatever, grand slams that she has won. 8 hours every day. It takes a lot of dedication. There's some people that will never do it unless there's somebody chasing them or somebody is, really hounding them. But she's doing it by herself. She had to learn how to, stay focused. That's being focused. You're focused when you actually go after your goals, whether you feel like it or you don't feel like it. I've addressed that already. Especially when you don't feel like it, that's when you should actually do it. So you have to make it a priority for yourself. You ask yourself, is it important? If it is important, then get up and do it. Don't delay. Don't procrastinate. Don't say, oh, I'll do it later, or look for an accomplice, or say, at least I'm better than X and Y and Z. Don't compare yourself with the worst. Don't compare yourself. Don't always do that. Some people compare themselves with the worst to feel good about themselves. When you do that, then you're not a high flyer, local champion. When you do that, you're looking for the worst people so that you can look good or look big around them. That's not a good way to approach life. It's not even a smart way. It doesn't make sense. So if you truly, truly, and truly want to be successful, then you have to look for people that are far better than you. When you see the things they do, you you look like a learner beside them. I'm telling you. So learn to feed what actually helps you achieve your goals. If studying helps you achieve your goals, please put it on your top priority list. Yeah. What are the things that you need to do that would constantly help you achieve your goals? All of your goals. It doesn't have to be one. Your health goals, and I don't think your health goals should stay on one side while you're achieving your business goals. They all go hand in hand. So you add everything into your daily routine. Bit by bit, you serve all of them around. You want to make sure that you take water, be 3 liters of water every day, add it to your routine. Want to work out 2 hours every day, you add it to your, I work out 2 hours every day, Mondays to Fridays. Add it to your routine. You want to take a nap every day, add it to your routine. You want to get 8 hours of sleep in 24 hours period, add it to your routine. You want to take 7 meetings every day, add it to your routine. Find a way to inculcate these activities that help you become successful. Find a way to add them to your routine. Find a way to add them to your routine. Because at the end of the day, you owe yourself that responsibility. Nobody owes you. You owe yourself. And you have to make it happen. No excuses. Successful people don't give excuses. No, they don't give excuses. But at the same time, I'm gonna say this: take breaks whenever it's necessary. But keep your energy high. Keep your energy high. You don't need low energy for anything. Split up your power hour. Sometimes you may work extra hard. On some days you may just, take it easy. Then keep it positive. Keep it positive. Like I said, surround yourself with positive people. Connect with the most positive people in your life and on your team. Emulate their positive attitude and ask them how they stay positive. And I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you or not confuse you that you can actually feed your focus and starve your distractions. If you need me to do another research, do it research tailored to your specifications, please be by all means leave it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to do it for you guys to talk about it. But other than that, check out my previous videos, and also turn on your notification bells in case you have not, so that you get notified each time I drop a new video. So I see you guys again next week with another powerful and exciting episodes. Take care of yourselves, keep winning and keep sparkling. God bless you. Bye for now.